She has a Christmas cactus
Yeah.
or a Thanksgiving cactus or an Easter cactus.
Like a pretty rich soil.
Oh, okay.
So if you
Like
find
$50, $100, and
Yeah.
it deserves to be loved no matter which season it is.
Easter looks like an egg.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving looks like a serrated knife demon cat. And Christmas is lobed. I don't know where to go with
Lobed like Santa's ear.
that. Lobed like Santa.
The Helpful Gardeners, the podcast that digs into the buzziest plant trends and news you need to know, regardless of your growing zone. Colin is a skilled horticulturist with decades of growing experience across Canada. Brandi is the greenest of green thumbs with a love of asking questions. Welcome to our Garden Nook.
This week, we actually got a question in from Jane. She has a Christmas cactus
Yeah.
or a Thanksgiving cactus or an Easter cactus. But they're wondering how to get it to flower. So I thought it would be a really great opportunity to use this episode to kind of distinguish the difference between all three, when they flower and how to take care of them, if they're even the same plant. Are they a variation? So a lot to dig into.
And it is eye-opening. Like I said, when you shared that with me, I knew the different names.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard the different names. I've seen the various cactus at various times of the year. I had no idea that the leaf shape differentiated.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
And apparently the flowers do a little bit as well. As the name suggests, when you're in your garden center, you usually find the Easter cactus around Easter time. And it's kind of like an iconic seasonal houseplant that you get to, decorate your home. And the ones that we have on the table today, which, by the way, if you're not watching the podcast, you can do so over on YouTube and Spotify. But we've got and here's the interesting thing. It says Christmas cacti on the tag. Yet, when we look at the leaf shape, this is actually a Thanksgiving cactus.
Yep. The thing is, none of them are actually called that either. When you read the other name, they're Zygocactus.
Yeah. Yes. Wait, so all of them are Zygocactus?
I believe so. I believe so. This is not I have three of them.
Let's look it up.
I always call them Christmas cactus.
Yeah.
And sometimes they bloom at Christmas. But you know what's funny is they nearly always bloom a month before, which would be American Thanksgiving.
Right. Yes.
And I never put it
I
together.
know they're so close together. And and then you have Easter, just like 5 months.
Like, hey, I'm over here.
You will never get the Easter cactus wrong because it is always isolated in that time. Right?
Either that or it won't bloom because the other thing is too, you're playing with light, you're doing a whole bunch of stuff, but at the end of the day, does it matter what you call it? Look at these. They're stunning.
Colin,
I love
to some
mine.
people, it does matter.
I know, but I always, when it comes to this, I always like the Shakespeare quote, a rose by any other name would smell as sweet.
Yeah, exactly. So I like that. Let's lay the foundational work that this Zygocactus is beautiful and it deserves to be loved no matter which season it is. Kind of cool. I went down to the greenhouse and picked up this vibrant pink one. And then in front of you, Colin, is this almost like white with a little bit of pinky on
it's like a pale pink. It almost looks like Turkish delight when it's covered in powdered sugar. Which is also a Christmas thing too. But
so let's differentiate these. So I guess because this is like right here in front of us, let's take a look at this one. So you can tell that it is a Thanksgiving cactus because the leaf has these jagged edges, like it's almost like a serrated knife.
It looks like a little devil.
Oh,
it looks like it's like little devil horns and little arms. Like,
it kind of looks like a cat with 6 legs.
Okay, a 6-legged cat.
It kind of has like the pointy ears on the end, and then it's the little.
Anybody not watching this has got it's a serrated knife devil 6-legged cat. Cool.
So that's your Thanksgiving cactus.
If anybody isn't watching, could you please draw what you're envisioning?
The Christmas cactus is sort of like less jaggy and a little bit more smooth. Still very long. It's kind of the same length of segment as the Thanksgiving cactus, but it's a lot more smooth. Less devil 6-legged cat.
Yeah. Instead of it being serrated, it's more lobed.
Yeah. Oh, I like that word. Yeah. And then fast forwarding to the Easter cactus, and it's very smooth.
Like an egg.
Like an egg. Oh, I like.
See, this is how we. Well, I don't know how
theater of the mind, Colin.
Yeah, I don't know how we remember the others, but Easter looks like an egg.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving looks like a serrated knife demon cat, and Christmas is lobed. I don't know where to go with that.
Lobed like Santa's ear.
Lobed like Santa's ear.
I don't know. Okay, so let's talk about sort of the general care. So I'm assuming, can we just kind of start off by saying, do we have to separate them into the 3 categories, or do they all kind of generally have the same care?
They all need the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. It's kind of like if you have 3 different species of tulip or 3 different monsteras or pothos, whatever. They're all kind of need the same thing.
I love that, because like pothos can look different, but they all are generally pothos.
Yep.
Love that. So bright indirect sunlight, watering regularly, kind of the same as like what we were talking about with the poinsettia, just kind of keep it nice and damp.
I like mine to dry out a little bit.
Okay.
Because they are kind of a succulent. So you don't want them overly watered. I normally let mine not dry out completely, but dry that when I touch the soil on the top, it's dry. If I sink my finger in, cool and damp a little bit.
Okay.
But I do want them to dry out a smidge.
Okay. Fertilizing. Is this something that you should fertilize when you get it, or?
So I really only fertilize mine when they start setting blooms.
Okay.
So when I first see those tiny, and these are all well advanced, and I know you'll know, Brandi, and I don't know how well it'll show up, but often you'll see these tiny buds like this starting to pop out on the edges. The moment I see that, I start a fertilizer cycle.
Cool.
They're getting fertilized once a week, because to put out that many flowers takes a lot of energy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look at all the buds on that one. I have seen pictures of this cactus with like multiple blooms on one end. It's so cool when you have that. I saw on the internet that they're pretty easy to propagate. And if I can just destroy this one for the sake of demonstration, but I saw somebody actually take the tip of one and then twist it off.
Yeah.
Like that. And then they propagated it from that.
Yep. That's all I did with mine.
What?
I do a water propagation because I often forget to keep my soil moist, but you can propagate them just in soil too.
Okay.
I have seen people do that.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Because I noticed they get kind of tired after a while. They got these really long legs to them and they just sort of like droop off to the side. So if you're looking to refresh your plant, like I love this one. It's got maybe 3 segments per strand, and they just sit up nice and perky.
Yep.
No.
They like a soil with a lot of organic matter.
Thank you. Okay. I understand.
And some of mine now, they're in very big pots, and I don't really want to transplant them. So I add a lot of worm castings. Okay. But I do think I'm going to have to trim mine a little and clean them up once they're done blooming.
Oh, okay, cool. What about like a gift this time of year? Would this be a pretty good option?
So remember a couple of weeks ago we were at the call?
Yeah.
These guys and the Grinch trees were flying out of there.
Really?
And people were picking them up for gift exchanges. And one person said, oh, this will make a perfect hostess gift. I'm going to a friend's house. So I'm going to say, yes, they make a great gift.
Okay. So I was watching this video of this mom or grandmother's 200-year-old Christmas cactus.
Oh, my God.
So check this out. 94 years old.
94-year-old grandma's 200-year-old Christmas cactus.
So that would be 1800s?
Yeah, that's wild. So my uncle has a Christmas cactus growing that he got from my grandparents.
Wow.
So when my grandparents passed away, he took it and it's still growing in his kitchen.
No way.
Yep.
Maybe that one is going to, like, you kind of like heirloom it down. Like nobody's ever like passed down a plant that old to me before.
What I should do is I should ask him if he could send me some cuttings, like FedEx them like overnight or something, wrap them in something wet.
Oh, that's cool.
And get them. That is wicked.
Like so much dedication. Hey, like, can you imagine? I mean, I've moved probably 4 or 5 times in my life, and then having to move plants every time. Nerve-wracking. Can you imagine if you had a 200-year-old plant and you were moving it? Oh,
I see. The thing that scares me most with that is anytime it needs to be repotted or something. That's when I would start getting really moving. As long as it's not cold, I think you'd be okay.
Yeah.
But once you got to take those roots of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the other thing too, is that they are hardy.
Yeah.
Pretty bug resistant. Mm-hmm. I've never seen bugs on any of mine, and I've had some problems with bugs, as any houseplant enthusiast has.
Yeah.
they never get a problem with bugs. Forgiving on the watering.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll get a little, they can get a little dramatic and oh, look at me. And then you give them a drink and they stand back up and they're happy. But they're a pretty hardy plant. So yeah, again, I think that ties into being a gift.
Yeah.
But just remember, a Christmas cactus isn't just for Christmas. It's a 200-year commitment.
It is a 200-year commitment, but we have to answer Jane's question.
Oh yeah, the flowering.
So Jane, I'm going to pop this up on the screen, but Jane has, I believe this one is actually a Christmas cactus. So do you mind just peeking over and just taking a look? Sorry.
That looks like a Christmas cactus.
Okay. So we have confirmed this is Christmas cactus. Yep. If your Christmas cactus isn't blooming around Christmas time, or even any of the other cactus around their holiday times.
A lot of times people mine never blooms.
Yeah.
It's healthy, but it never blooms. Right away, the indicators there are not enough light or insufficient food in the soil. So it could be root bound. It's not got enough nutrients, not got enough good English. We're not the English gardeners. Well, I am in English. Anyway, I'm going to stop right back to the task at hand. To put out this amount of blooms requires a lot of energy. And people see, bright, not direct light or whatever. So they put it way too far back. Okay. And we'll see that. You see that a lot in perennial gardens where somebody's echinacea or a rose isn't flowering, but it's healthy. So it has enough light and enough, nutrients to stay alive, but not enough to push out flowers.
Okay, yeah.
So it can grow, but that's all it's going to do. So I would say move it to a brighter spot, invest in a grow light. When was the last time you repotted, or when was the last time you did a top dress with something like worm castings? Mine flower twice a year. Okay, and they're all under grow lights. And I think that's also why I can't get them to go at Christmas time, because they get consistent light year round.
Right. Okay. So they can't tell the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I think Thanksgiving probably a little bit less light, and then Christmas a lot less light, and Easter more light coming is probably what triggers the flowers, where mine are under grow lights for, 10 hours every single day. So they always bloom around the same time, which is now they're all in bloom, and they will not be in bloom for Christmas.
Yay.
Right on, guys.
Well, when it is blooming, then you'll be like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I just enjoy them when they're in flower. I'm like, they look great.
Well, thank you so much, Jane, for your question. If you have a question about a plant, something that you saw in the news that is plant related, what Colin's favorite holiday is, then we can definitely answer that for you. Every Wednesday we do this. So reach out over on our website, goldenacre.ca/podcast. You can send us a voicemail. We also have our Instagram at the Helpful Gardeners Pod, and we share a bunch of really fun, newsy stuff over there in our stories all the time. I always seem to learn something every day that we post something, so it's always fun. I
think the algorithm's building too, right? Because we always post fun things, so we see fun things.
So fun. Like, what was it the other day? You sent me this an art piece showcasing all of these poisonous mushrooms.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and the person did like a mosaic with it.
Yes, mosaic. Oh, it was so cool. So cool. So head over there and make sure you give us a follow. Subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss out on any episodes. Friday's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
This podcast is brought to you by Golden Acre Home and Garden. Find seasonal inspiration for your home and garden in Calgary, Alberta year-round. Visit goldenacre.ca. The comments and opinions expressed by the Helpful Gardeners on this show are our own and do not necessarily reflect the views of Golden Acre Home and Garden. For more information on everything we covered today and to leave us a voice note, visit goldenacre.ca/podcast. The Helpful Gardeners are on Instagram at The Helpful Gardeners Pod. Keep on growing, gardeners!